Yo, what up, my guys? It's the boy Rich. We're back with another 6v6 Pokemon battle for the channel against the homie Mateus off Discord. He was looking for an RU battle, and I had some RU Pokemon that I kind of just threw together and wanted to use. There's some guys who I haven't used too often. I feel like I've used all these Pokemon, but I don't use Salazzle too often. I don't use the Zydog too often, and I don't use Registeel. I do use Snorlax. He's like my favorite RU Pokemon, but I mean, that's just kind of my team. I'm not going to stay on them too long. My opponent has a pretty cool, not typical RU team himself. I definitely got to watch out for the Galvantula Swallow combo. I'm pretty sure he wanted to get Sticky Webs up and then try to like boom burst my entire lineup. So I was like, definitely got to watch out for that. But my opponent actually, he has like the Mega Baynet, Exploud, Entei. He has some pretty cool stuff. We're going to go ahead and jump into this battle. So my opponent has a Galvantula part of his team. When you see those things, they go out first, they get webs up, then everything just becomes slow, and that's how it works. But my opponent did not start out with his freaking Galvantula. He starts out with his Exploud, and this is not the matchup that my Salazzle wanted. So I'm just gonna go ahead and swap out. I wanted that Galvantula to come out so I could hit him with fire moves. Then we could just go ahead and get that thing out of here. But he starts out with this freaking Exploud, and I'm just gonna go ahead and swap out into my Registeel, who is not a specially defensive Registeel. So that Boom Burst actually did more damage than I'm comfortable with. I gotta preserve this Registeel for that Swallow when he comes out. So anyway, this is not the ideal matchup for my opponent for that Exploud, so I'm just going to go ahead and use this opportunity to get my rocks up, because my opponent has the Galvantula, he has an Entei on his team, he has the Swallow, so I mean, like, I gotta have my rocks up. Rocks just do too much damage to my opponent's team. So his Galvantula is out here, my Registeel's out here. I know the webs are coming, and that's just really unfortunate for me, but I'm just going to go ahead and swap out into my Salazzle, because my Salazzle just hunts these things down. Yeah, he's getting his sticky webs up. It was kind of unavoidable, so I am at some point gonna have to get my Rotom mode to come in here and defog all this stuff away, because this is just not something I want to deal with. I figured my opponent might swap out right here, so I did just go for the Sludge Bomb, as my opponent actually decided to stay in and try to hit me up with a Thunderbolt. And unfortunately for me, I get paralyzed, and my guy is just slow as crap. Anyway, my opponent makes a weird play. He goes for the Bug Buzz, which my Salazzle, even though I'm frail as crap, I am able to survive that, because I think I 4 times resist that. So I really don't know what my opponent was really, what he was trying to do right there. But luckily for his Galvantula, I got fully paired, and it was kind of a wake-up call from me surviving that, where I was like, I might still, need this Salazzle. I could still get like a Sludge Bomb off on that Exploud if I can get rid of these sticky webs, that is. But I send in my Assault Vest Snorlax, and I was like, you know what, I can just tank whatever attacks this Pokemon wants to do. If I was him, I definitely would have preserved this Galvantula, just in case I was able to go ahead and get rid of those webs at some point in the battle. But I fire a Fire Punch off, and I am able to go ahead and knock that thing out. So he sends in the Auroras, and as much as I wanted to go into my Rotom mode to try to get rid of these sticky webs, this is just not, it's not safe out here. It's not safe out here for him, and this is probably the most ideal matchup for me, because I am a thick fat Snorlax. And if this thing wants to hit me with those, special attacking blizzards, hyper voice, all that, my guy is Assault Vest, thick fat, and then he's a Snorlax, so he has just bulk on bulk on bulk. So I should be able to eat whatever attacks this Pokemon wants to do to me. He actually paralyzes me. I get fully paired right here while I'm just over here trying to fire off some fire punches on him. But yeah, he hits me with the Freeze Dry. It's just not doing too much. And at this point, my opponent must be realizing something's up, because this Pokemon is not a weak Pokemon. Like, he's very strong. The Auroras, like, these are moves that would absolutely body like anything else that I had on my team. But I'm over here getting fully paired. My opponent, he just must not like swapping out, I'm assuming, because he just doesn't. He stays in here. He wants to keep hitting me up with these hyper voices and stuff. I keep getting fully paired, so he's not getting hit with any fire punches or anything. My opponent starts making really weird plays. He goes for the Stealth Rocks, then this next play he goes for the Thunder Wave, and I'm just like, maybe he just kind of gave up on trying to break through my Snorlax's thickness, and he's just gonna give himself to me. Like, I don't really know, but he let that Auroras go down, And I was like, that's really cool. Now I really have to get my Rotom Mow in here, because if I can get off a defog, then my opponent will not be able to get off any rocks. He will not be able to get off any more webs now that his Stealth Rocker and his Sticky Web person are gone. So I thought my opponent might hit me with like a Sacred Fire or something, but he actually hits me with the Extreme Speed, and I feel like on a regular I would be able to survive that Extreme Speed, telling me that this Entei is most likely Choice Bandit. Sorry about that, had to think of which choice item it was, but yeah, he's Choice Bandit, showing me that he's most likely locked into the Extreme Speed. So I was like, this is the best time, if any, to try to go ahead and get this defog off. So my rocks are off his side of the field, but now I don't have to worry about any rocks. I don't have to worry about any sticky webs for the remainder of the battle. So that was really awesome. And he stays in here, hits me with an Extreme Speed, and it's just probably not doing as much damage as my opponent would like, because this is also a defensive Rotom Mow. And he goes into his X-Cloud as I just go for the Pain Split right here, thinking, you know, he hit me with like another one. I was like, if he wanted to play that battle out, we can go ahead and do that. Like, I'm okay. I don't feel like my Rotom Mow really you know, could do too much to any of his Pokemon in this battle at this point. So I did not decide to swap out. I decided to go ahead and just kind of give him to him. You know, my Rotom Mow took that Fire Blast. Luckily, I didn't go into my Registeel, because that would have absolutely bodied him. That Fire Blast, the Choice Specs Fire Blast from an X-Cloud, I would have died, no doubt. But this is the whole reason I kind of preserved my Salazzle, because now I sent him out and I was like, even though I'm paralyzed, I'm pretty sure I'm still faster than him. I can get off a nice Sludge Bomb before I go down, hopefully poison him. But my opponent actually swaps out into the Entei, probably thinking I was going to hit him with like a fire move, but no, that's not the case. I was hoping this Entei would most likely go for, you know, lock himself back into Extreme Speed to kill my Salazzle, but he doesn't. He hits my Registeel up with a Choice Bandit Sacred Fire that's just gonna do so much damage to me. But I'm so proud of Registeel, because like I said, that was a Choice Bandit Sacred Fire from an Entei. Like, that should have hurt me. That should have definitely bodied me. I did get burned, so that was really unfortunate, but I avoided this next one, and I was able to hit off a Seismic Toss on this Entei. Luckily, I thought it would kill him at the time in the battle, but it just drops him down to like 1 HP, so that was just really unfortunate for me. But at this point in the battle, I kind of realized, I was like, crap. I was like, I needed this Registeel to kill that Swellow. I was like, yo, this was my answer to that. Like, no. But my Registeel goes down, and I'm like, crap. Now I'm not even able to get rocks up or anything. I wish I would have got rocks up, because rocks would have probably been more beneficial to me than that Seismic Toss was, because I was like, I have Extreme Speed on my Zyguard. So, but anyway, my Zyguard comes out here, and I'm just kind of playing with fire right here, because I was like, if he stays in, he might hit me with one of those Sacred Fires, and I have a really high chance of getting burned by that, and that's just not what I want to happen. So he does hit me with the Sacred Fire. I go for the Dragon Dance, because I was like, I want to be faster than that Swellow if that thing comes out, and I just decided to fire off 8,000 arrows. So yeah, also because I didn't have to go for the Extreme Speed, he's not locked into the he's locked into the Sacred Fire, sorry. So my opponent sends in this Bayonet, and I was like, crap, I'm about to go ahead and lose this battle right here, because I was like, this is really like, he's either going to hit me with a Shadow Sneak, or he's going to go for like Destiny Bond or something. But he comes out here, he frisks and sees that I have the Dragonium Z, so I'm just over here kind of like, dang, the jig is up. I'm about to go ahead and try to hit him with that, if I'm even able to get an attack off. But my opponent actually goes for the Will-O-Wisp. So I was just kind of confused. I wasn't sure if he had the Destiny Bond or the Shadow Sneak on him at all. Mega Bayonet is one of those Pokemon. He's like 1 out of like 10 Pokemon that I have just never used before. So I want to train one of those up eventually. But anyway, this thing is about to get hit with a devastating Drake. I know he's not really the most bulky Pokemon, but I am burned, so I wasn't sure if he'd be able to survive that after 1 Dragon Dance. And he is able to go ahead and live off on red HP, and that's just not good for me, because I'm just over here getting burned. And I was just like, what is this thing doing? Is he really not going to Shadow Sneak me? Is he not going to Destiny Bond? What is this thing set? Like, I'm really confused. I want to know. But he swaps out into his Exploud to get hit by this 1,000 arrows. I was just doing this in case he wanted to swap out into his Swellow, but that's not what my opponent's doing. He swaps out into this Exploud, and I'm just going to go ahead and keep going for 1,000 arrows to, you know, try to, I don't know. He didn't seem like he could take more than one. So luckily I was able to go ahead and kill this Exploud, which was also a big problem for me because I don't know, those things, they can take some attacks and then fire off really, really strong. So I'm really glad that I was able to go ahead and knock that thing out. So my opponent goes into this Swellow, and he goes for the Protect right here. I thought he might, you know, stay in and try to go for like the Boom Burst or something, which is why I went for the Outrage, just to get off as much damage as I possibly could. But now I get extra scared because I was like, yo, this is not the Choice Specs Boom Burst set. This is the Gut set. He's about to hit me with mega strong facades. No, this sucks. So my opponent actually makes an even more pro play. He swaps out into his Mega Bayonet as I just go for the Outrage right here. I only had one more attack because the burn was going to kill me after this turn. And really, I felt like this Dragon Dance Zygarde was like my last chance at being able to win this battle. So now my Zygarde is down, and my last two Pokemon are a paralyzed Salazzle. And I mean, I got a fully HP for Alligator who hasn't touched the field yet. But I mean, if this thing is going to come out here and start, you know, facading everything with all his attack power, I was like, there's just nothing I'm going to be able to do. So I sent down my Salazzle first just to try to get a little bit of, you know, burn chip damage on this thing. But I don't know. I was like, GG at this point. I lost. I was like, he's about to hit me with the facade, and I'm just going to go ahead and die. So that's actually what he does. And crazy enough, I am able to survive on 19 HP and go for a Dragon Dance. I am Jolly, so even after that Dragon Dance, I wasn't sure if I'd be faster than this Swellow. I know these things are just fast as crap. So I was like, am I faster than this thing now? And I am able to hit off a Sheer Force Ice Punch, ending this game, ending that Swellow. So it was really, really crazy. This whole battle was just really nuts for me. Like I said, really, really good. It came down to my last Pokemon living on 19 HP. Really good battle. I definitely have fun in RU as well. I really love the lower tiers like RU, NU, PU. I'll say that in every battle just because I want people to go ahead and challenge me to those tiers. I have so much fun playing them. But yeah, if you guys are still watching at this point, thank you so much. If you guys actually like the video, go ahead and, you know, drop that like for me, you know, do all that, devastating Drake that like button. I don't know, do people still even say stuff like that? I don't know, I'm so freaking lame. But if you guys are looking forward to more battles from me, go ahead and you know, subscribe to your boy, because I'm about to be uploading all the time. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Peace out.